Hey guys, what's up? Now here with a new video. Choice overload is how I would best describe ritual before 3.22. Thanks to somebody smart at GGG, we have a really nice keystone this league called Immutable Dogma. We cannot reroll favors at rituals in our maps, but we get 100% more tribute. This means that if you're a casual player that doesn't really know which items are good, or maybe if you've just made a mistake by buying some items that you shouldn't have, you're still gonna have enough tribute to defer that really nice expensive item, and in just a few maps you're gonna be able to get it, boys. I had a lot of fun running in total 200 maps, 100 with Immutable Dogma and 100 without it, and I managed to farm around 107 divines profit with the lucky drops included and around 77 divines of profit without the lucky drops included. Ritual, no matter what I try to do on that skill tree, is always gonna be that mechanic which takes quite a lot of time. But I did manage to make these maps slightly faster than your average ritual farming strategy, and even if you're not gonna get any lucky drops, you're still gonna make 70, 80, 90 chaos profit per map and around 5 divines profit per hour. In my case, we managed to print quite big at around 10 divines profit per hour, and I'm really happy with the results. This is the Atlas skill tree that I used to farm ritual. For the first 100 maps I was not spec'd into Immutable Dogma, and I had this small node right here. And for the final 100 maps I spec'd into it, and I noticed that my maps were a lot more enjoyable, and finally guys, I'm enjoying ritual for the first time probably since the league launched. We have some Shaper Elder, Conqueror maps, we have Searing Exarch Invitations and the Wrath of the Cosmos Altars, obviously spec'd into rituals. We have Delirium, and we also have Operative Strongboxes, and since we're trying to run these maps a little bit faster, ritual is a mechanic that's gonna take quite a lot of time. We are also spec'd into the Pact with Energy and mining byproducts nodes. This would be the loot that I managed to get in the first 100 maps, the one ran without the Immutable Dogma keystone. I did also keep the arbitrary tenets for the second batch of 100 maps. This right here is what we managed to get in the first 100. 4 divines and a lot of other currencies and a really nice ring that I managed to sell for 23 divines. A lot of stuff guys, a lot of stuff, and so many deception contracts and so many vessels that you're gonna be able to sell for a really nice price right now. We also have a decent big drop besides that extremely big one, which would be the memory of Crystal Prisons for around 1.5 divines, and we also managed to get 2 divines from 15 fortunate cards. Incandescent invitations, polaric invitations, you know, the usual. If we're gonna take a look at our maps, we have 31 here, we have 59 here, and we also have 34 random 316 maps. This is pretty much what I managed to get in the first 100 maps. From the maps run with Immutable Dogma, I managed to get 2 raw divines and pretty much the same currencies that I've shown you here as well. And our big drops would be another memory of Crystal Prisons, and we also have 3 Sephiroth cards from Ritual, and I also dropped 1 Sephiroth card from Delirium Mirror. Besides that, we have some ritual bases and some items here as well, as you can see, and I also got some nice cluster jewels. Got quite unlucky in the first 100 maps. Definitely not something amazing like what I've shown you in the previous videos, but there are some nice cluster jewels here, and I also managed to sell a few, as you can see. Let's take a quick look at the numbers. This is the spreadsheet. We have 15 divines from currencies, around 18 divines from a lot of things here, as you can see. And besides that, we have 12.5, 13 divines from maps and invitations, and 24.5 divines from our big drops. This would be the profit per hour at around 10.5 divines profit per hour, let's say. If I was shield charging through the maps, I was able to complete them in 3.5 minutes, and if I was not shield charging through the maps, I was completing them in around 4 minutes time spent on average. For those of you that are slightly slower than me, which is probably gonna be the case for most of you that are watching this video, my build is a little bit faster since I have a Mageblood. You're probably gonna be able to complete these maps in 4.5 minutes time spent on average, and you're gonna be able to make anywhere between 5 up to 6 divines profit per hour without the lucky drops included. Now, please keep in mind, this is an average guys, and we have 2 mechanics that are not spawning 100% of the time. For example, a map that doesn't have Delirium or Ritual, you're gonna be able to complete it in 2.5 minutes. But once your map gets Ritual, Delirium, and it also maybe gets some nice loot from the altars, you're gonna even spend 5 minutes per map to pick up all of the loot and complete all of those mechanics. So on average, I was spending 3.5-4 minutes per map, but some of your maps are gonna be 2 minutes and some of your maps are gonna be 5 minutes. And this would be the loot from the final 100 maps that I ran with Immutable Dogma. We have around 13.5 divines from currencies, 16 divines from some vessels, and we have some resonators. We have the loot from Delirium and also the scarabs. 11 divines from maps and invitations, and our lucky drops 6 divines in total. If we're gonna take a look at the profit per hour, we're making around 5.5 up to 6.5 divines profit per hour. We didn't really get a really big drop this time, so our profit per hour, as I've mentioned at the start of the video, if you're not gonna get any lucky drops, you're still gonna be able to make around 5 divines profit per hour. I forgot to show you the profit per map, 83 chaos right here, and we have around 95 chaos right here. We got divines here 4, and here we only have around 2, right? Yes, we only have around 2, so we lost a little bit of profit per map. Our investment is at around 900 chaos or 9 chaos per map. We're only using sacrifice fragments and rusted sulfite scarab to move a little bit faster through these maps. Now, some of you are probably gonna ask me if it's better to run it with Immutable Dogma, considering the fact that I got a synthesized ring. But please keep in mind that this synth ring was found on the first shop. I didn't have to reroll to get it. So I still would have gotten this ring even if I would have ran Immutable Dogma for all of these 100 maps. In my opinion, running maps with Immutable Dogma is probably the best option for casual players, and from now on, whenever I'm running rituals, I'm not gonna bother with rerolling the shop. It's too much choice, guys. What do I defer? What is this item? You know, should I buy this? Should I not buy this? I'm also playing on GeForce now, so I have to alt tab and check some items. With Immutable Dogma, I have enough favor. I can just buy everything, and if I'm a little bit unsure of something, I'm just gonna defer it and get it in the next map. Okay, boys, and for the map showcase, alchemies, chisels, scours, rusted sulfite, and we are going for sacrifice fragments for a little bit of extra quantity. Run a map with a nice layout. You can use dunes, you can use mesa, tropical islands, whatever nice map you want to run with a sunny layout preferably, so that you can drop those nice fortunate cards. Okay, so we have a strong box here. Okay, so I'm just running through the maps and my FPS is really low. Well, the game worked a little bit better a few hours ago, but it doesn't matter that much. We have some altars, take a look at them, right? We found here some unmakings and some scarabs. We found 3 fractured items. For the fractured items, if you're dropping 3, you can take a look at them inside the map, right? Resistance, chance to shock, and maximum life, it doesn't matter. Let's see this. What tier is it? It's tier 1. Okay, tier 1 chance to shock. Maybe it's useful. But if you're dropping, let's say 10, 15 fractured items, which is gonna happen from time to time, a better option would be to just take them, put them in your stash tab, and take a look at them after you're done with your maps for the day, or maybe you can take a look at them every 10 to 20 maps or so. We have another 2 altars here. Let's take this one first. Can't click on that. While some skeletons running a little bit in circles. Okay, and the game is acting up, boys. It's acting up. So the most dangerous thing about this map is the FPS, and the and those explosions are quite dangerous as well. We have a sextons there, really nice, from the map boss. Another ritual altar. And let's see what we have here. There's a lot of monsters, and there's also a lot of my minions as well. These maps, I didn't really have that great FPS when I was running them with Delirium, guys. But you know, the build is tanky enough, so it was okay for the most part. And as you can see, we are already at around 11,000, and this is, I think, our final ritual. Yes, I think this is our final ritual, so 12,800 voice. Let's take a quick look here. So what can you do in this ritual interface right here? As you can see, Immutable Dogma prevents favors from being rerolled. We can't reroll. That means that we're gonna take these items right here. For example, we can just buy it, boys, with a single click, since we have a lot of tribute. And maybe we wanna buy these, maybe we wanna defer them so that we can buy them in the next map. What I'm gonna do is this, and I'm gonna defer these 2, actually these 3 right here, which are really nice. Now what you should also do is take a look at the synthesized and fractured items. So before you take this really nice fragment, take a look at the synth and at the fractured items, defer those or just buy them, and then you can buy these currencies right here. So let's go finish our map. But this is pretty much how you're gonna be able to run these maps. Okay, so shield charging, we have a strong box here. Okay, and ball orb, nice. Taking the veins to be a little bit faster. Ball orb again. Nice shrine here. Okay, and shield charging. And let's see. We're pretty much done, right? Yeah, below 50 monsters. 3 monsters left, boys, so we clear the whole map. Immutable Dogma, boys, a really nice addition in 3.22. You can make some mistakes. You can run them as a casual player. If you're unsure or if you're playing on GeForce Now, just buy everything and defer everything because you have so much tribute. Really happy with the results, enjoying rituals. Not sure if I'm gonna run them again this league because I also wanna try out some different mechanics. Next episode we're gonna take a look at the Harbingers and let's see if we maybe manage to drop a mirror shot. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to drop a like and a sub. Thank you for watching, good luck, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.